Hey, what is up guys, this is Cope and it is free draft time. Let's see what we got waiting for us this week. Tell you what man, let's go with good old Uriel Ventress. Let's go with a vanilla ultramarine run. I think we started nice and simple with this first choice, opt into the Intercessor 2-drop. I like 2-drops that have 3 health. Just makes it much more likely that they stick and cause a problem for your opponent right away from the get-go. The Primaris Impulsor is obviously just fantastic. It's like a must remove for your opponents. And Codex Discipline is also just pretty good value too. So let's grab. Whoops. I think that Retribution pickup here is just never bad. Inspired Retribution just to destroy an enemy troop. A little bit of card draw. Apothecary Paluxis is also just completely fine. It's one of those like just never bad cards. Should point out as well that a pretty good metric for when you are in draft mode is imagine that it's turn 4, turn 5, turn 6. Imagine top decking a card, and then imagine whether or not you'd be happy to top deck that card most of the time. And that's just a pretty good metric of whether or not the card is good or not. For example, an 8-drop like this, I'm not too sad about drawing on turn 6 because it's a Vanguard, it has armor, it's the promise of a huge turn in a couple of turns, you don't have to wait a little bit. Interceptor Sergeant, or rather Inceptor Sergeant, is just ridiculous. This card is fantastic. I feel like it's such a staple in Ultramarine draft decks. Assault Intercessor is just fine as well. It's a 2-drop with instant impact again. It has 3 health as well. I think that's just a pretty damn good set of cards. I guess here I'll just go for the late game value option of Spear of Macragge. The Repulse Executioner is very slow though. 10 energy. Will we ever actually get there? I think I'm going to gamble. I'm going to go for this because this is just like a win the game on turn 10 if you play this and it doesn't get answered. Armored Support is also fine. Very adaptable little card. And Cronus, well, it's a legendary. How bad can it be? You know, it's also a decent body with reasonable stats too. So I guess we'll go for that and consider our endgame basically taken care of. Okay. I'm immediately leaning towards Tactical Acumen here because I don't want multiple Repulsor Executioners in the deck. That is too expensive. Whereas this just seems really good. 7th Company Bike, good rally effect, good for board control. Redemptor Dreadnought, excellent overall. Another copy of Antorio. Sure, let's do that, man. Given our ridiculous late game options as well, I kind of feel like we're leaning towards more of a control deck archetype here already. So maybe just going for a little bit of AoE clear and another copy of Inspired Ret is just fine. We'll go ahead and do that. Okay, it's quite tempting to go for Protect and Destroy here. But I think I'm just going to flesh out my early curve a little bit. Codex Discipline, I think that it's always a good card. If you have anything that's sticking on the board that you can trigger the Codex twice for, is just great. I've also learned to really not underrate blind effects. From Electius. I think that this is just okay to go. By the way, what I was saying earlier about not being happy about top decking something, you gotta remember the simple fact that your turn always comes after your opponent's. Obviously, but what does that mean? It means that almost all the time you're playing your cards onto a board where your opponent already has their troops played. So you're always half reacting to what your opponent did last turn, if that makes sense, you know? So you take a card like, or like a set here, like Machines of War. Aggressive Sergeant, yeah, its stats are okay and the blast effect is fine, but what's the chance that you play this and it just doesn't get to attack because your opponent just had their turn 5, you know? It can just die easily. Likewise, it gets to like turn 7, where you have 7 energy. Are you really happy to just slam a Devastator Centurion? Given that if your opponent has board control, you're probably behind on health and this thing doesn't have Vanguard, you know? What happens if your opponent just ignores this and starts going face, you know? Then all of a sudden you're in like a lot of trouble. So that's what I mean about, you know, top decking a card and being happy about it, you know? Anyways, what are we actually looking to go here, dude? I guess this is a fine set. And this is what I mean. Primaris Impulsor, excellent on curve. It's excellent on turn 7 even, because you can get so much value out of the Codex and easily trigger the Codex. Avenging Zeal is interesting. Is it like a game-ending card? Maybe it is. I think that is fine. We also get an extra taunt in here as well, so that's pretty decent. Honestly, we just don't have like any early game. It's quite tempting to go Retribution for just more board clear and more board control, but I think I'm going to go for Strike Team Alpha. Just so we have some kind of early game options. Oh, I don't know, man. Those guys are kind of weak, man. You know what? I'm actually going to trust my gut, and I'm going to go with Retribution instead. This is really, really risky because we're pulling into a whole lot of card draw here. But Polixis, I think, is fine. Extra healing with a control deck is always great. This will be our third copy of Inspired Retribution, man. Definitely risky, but let's see if it works out. And for our last pickup, why not grab another copy of Protect and Destroy? Another Assault Centurion, another huge taunt guy. Cheaper taunt as well with the Intercessor. And Interceptor Sergeant, I think, is just great for instant board impact. And start winning back board control, so let's do it, man. Super heavy Ultramarines deck list. Alrighty, we are against the Necrom. I quite like this curve. I'm going to hold on to this, man. Really not bad. Not worth gambling and mulliganing any of these.
With me. I will reshape this galaxy into a place of order and unity.
Okay. Damn. He has the 2-drop right away, which is really sad, but hey. Maybe we can ping it off with our firstborn here? Yeah, let's just risk it. Damn. It's pretty unfortunate. It wasn't a risk that we had to take, but we took it, is what it is. He's still hoping he can't revive this. He actually can't revive it. Okay. Alright. Okay, well, we are obviously trading into this guy. Doesn't matter where the shot goes, we have to kill this nerd. Alright, the next time we get to high factory out the Impulsor, which is always just a massive tempo play. I'm a huge believer in this card. I think it's amazing. Okay. And then he kills our nerd. Alright, not great, not terrible. As Dyatlov once said. Yeah, let's just rush this. See, because we have so much taunts and even like a bunch of healing in the deck too, I'm pretty pleased to be using my face early on to trade in. Like, it's not of too much concern, you know? Alright. Okay. Wow. He actually makes that trade? Now that is interesting. Let's slam this. See where this heal goes, man. Okay, that actually heals the Intercessor. Okay, I'm just gonna risk this thing getting revived, I think. I'm just gonna risk it. We've already got pretty excellent Codex value out of the Impulsor. We've got 2 Intercessors out of it, so... The Impulsors are doing great, man. It's doing a great job for us. Did I call it the Intercessor earlier? Impulsor, Intercessor. Okay. He's probably gonna ping here and trade here. Alright. See, a situation like this where you're super ahead on board is like the only time when having like a vanilla 6-drop is actually good. Wow, okay, so we actually pulled 2 Interceptor Sergeants. I guess I just run this out. Don't think I trade in here. Don't think there's any reason to do that. If he wants to kill this, I want him to have to use his ping, because it costs him 2 energy. Then he only has 5 to have fun with. Blind all enemies. Oof. Little rough. But I will actually trade into this with my face, I think. He obviously doesn't have an answer to the sergeant. Never mind, we don't have to. I totally forgot what the hell I was holding. This'll about do it. Don't think I traded at all with this guy. We leave him full health. Now he has his ranged attack back. Alright. What is he possibly going to revive here that would help him? Okay. Oh, he actually trades into face. Jeez, didn't expect that. I think he's kind of scrambling a little bit for answers here. Won't lie. I guess we just spend this first, see what we get. Whatever we pick here, it costs 2 less. So you know what, man? Maybe just the repulsive execution is just great. Gives some pretty decent late game after this. Okay. That'll do it. I mean, honestly, we are so far ahead in this game. I don't know what he could possibly do to live for another 10 here. Yeah, so we're just trading with hero power here. And we have lethal, right? Oh, we don't even need the trading with hero power. Oh, no. Never mind. We don't quite have lethal. Especially not after that. Yeah, we'll just pop this. Trade him with everything, man. Get him supremely low. Cool. He got nothing. Alright, man. Sweet. That felt dominant, man. Good times. Game 1 down. Okay, and we are up against some orc action. Don't need card draw in the early game, so we'll go ahead and ditch that. We're going second. I actually quite like the look of this curve. I think that this is okay to hold. Impulsor in opening hand, going second. Actually quite like this a lot. Best possible scenario, he doesn't play anything. 10-1. Doesn't look like he will. Gaskell, yeah, he buffs the melee attack. Okay, so Gaskell is really good in draft. Really good in draft. Because he works with every deck archetype. He's just like never bad. He's very, very powerful if you go second. He's just really, really good. So we just tickle him here a little bit. Worst possible scenario now is he has the summon 3 grots and give him taunt. Okay. Tank isn't too bad. It's awkward to trade into, but we can manage that. Take this trade. Painful. I think it's got to be done. Damn. Damn. If he gets plus health here. Okay, he got plus attack. That's fine. So he does extra damage to our face now after one more attack, but then we get to kill it off. Bro, this guy's deck is so good. It's so strong. Like, this is already so strong, dude. This is what I was playing when I was winning, when I went 12 wins with Orc. Just a bunch of vehicles and vehicle synergy. Is there a world in which I use face to trade into this? I think I do. I think I do. This is really, really risky, but I'm gonna do it. It only explodes for one. I guess it doesn't matter really, but... Okay. Huge amount of board control, though we are on a bit of a clock. That said, we do have apothecaries in hand. So we can hopefully start to recover from lost health here. You sit here. Goes face, dude. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad. Okay. Use ranged attacks against this nerd. Something here. I'm not going to trade him with my nerd anymore. Uriel can sit this turn out. But hey, yeah, look at this man. He doesn't really have much. This is the value of using health as a resource, right? He roars, he gives attack. Destroy an enemy unit, not that valuable. Okay. This is really, really tough. This is not a straightforward turn at all.
Death won't take me without a fight.
I think I do this. See who he blinds. We get the heal there. Okay, we blind his nerd over there. Okay. Yeah, the debate was between the Inceptor Sergeant or getting value from Electius right now. And I think Electius is slightly better. It was really, really close. Mostly I was worried about him playing Will of Gork and wiping the entire board. That would have been a big, big problem for us. But alas, it doesn't go down like that. And so now we get to maybe cash in on Inspired Retribution here. And just start piling it on face. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. We do this, then this will blind this guy. I believe. Yes. Then we get free trades. I'm actually going to trade with ranged here, I think. Alright, man. Sweet! Really good. Yeah, this card, by the way, it might only be common quality. The Apothecary. But this guy's awesome. Like, this should at least be uncommon quality. Yeah, I think it's just really, really good for a 5. You know, I can't even remember what the hell I did last turn now, but I wonder if we actually had lethal in hand from 2 damage from Stormraven. We just hit everything into his guy. And then, like, hero power. Maybe that was just lethal, man. Oh. Well, he just went completely AFK. Hey. Let's play some extra stuff, man. Trigger our codexes again before we win. Hey, look at all the heals. Cool. Alright, man. And it is Necron time. Okay, we're going first here, so I don't think we can get away with holding 5 drops. I think I'm gonna roll quite aggressively here. Ugh, that is not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see, man.
Is my weapon. Your physical mortality will be your ruin.
Especially against this nerd, man. Against Orican, he's kind of notorious for much, much slower openers. Necrons are in general, I guess. So, like, hitting them on curve with 2, 3, 4 drops can be quite crucial. Let's see how we fare, man. We have quite a good deck for the late game. So, let's see if we can contend with the Necron late game, man. Okay. I think I'd rather go Armored Support here than Hero's Respite. Just because this is a more guided drop. And I think we have to go Redempted Dreadnought. This will be a 6-cost Redempted Dreadnought, so really good. Also, AoE board clear is just excellent against Necron for killing Remnants, so... Technomancer comes out. Okay. Yeah, neither of these are particularly good. Necron doesn't really have much damage from hand, though. So I think it's better just to drop Cronus here, rather than Alexius. Like, it's more likely this guy lives. The only thing that counters this is the 4-drop Necron flank with 5 attack. That's really quite precise, though. Oh man, this is a tough choice. I think I'm gonna go for this. Let's go for this, man. If he can wipe Antaro, then we're in some trouble. Things will get out of control quite quick. A Technomancer on field. Okay, so you must have the revive then for this guy. Okay. It's actually not that bad for us, to be honest. Might it be worth just spending a Retribution here just to kill this thing and kill its Remnant and just get rid of it? Get it off the field? Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. It's a 5-cost clear for a 3-cost minion. But it's probably the most powerful Necron minion in the game, to be honest. That little nerd, so just get rid of him, dude. Like, for its cost, that thing is so strong, man. Okay, Spider comes out, and the Scarab Swarm begins. Not too worried about that, though. We're holding Dreadnought. Actually okay. I think I'd slam this, man. And we hit into that thing too. If this thing can stick for a round, I mean, the Necron hard removal costs 7 energy, so it should be really hard for him to remove this unless he has a flank. Oh wow! Vulnerable 4 to all enemy troops, bro. Okay, so the fair one is really, really rough. Okay. Little bit panic time, little bit panic time. So you just have to trade him with face here as well. So that could work in our favor. And we can hero power down these Scarabs. So all in all, it's not too bad. We're drawing a little bit dead. Which is a bit unfortunate. We already have our 8-drop for next turn, so I still don't think I need to draw cards yet. I think I'd rather just get a body on the field. He starts swinging in. He's getting very, very low. Best case scenario here, he just starts dropping big guys. This guy does not have reanimate. Hopefully he stuns our face. Ah, damn. Okay, he's going for another attempt on the stun. I think it can stun the same thing twice. Oh, it can only stun troops, actually. The Psychomancer. Never mind. Yeah, I think we just dropped the Chungus. Okay. I think that's fine. If he has to spend 7 energy in order to kill this thing, that's okay. It just delays him for a turn. And we get board control back next turn. Damn, man. Second Technomancer. Damn, dude. This guy has really, really good card quality. Damn, he actually stuns everything. Okay, well we have the one shot for that guy again, so that's okay. Oi, 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 oi. And the repulsor executioner for next turn too. Okay, yeah, I think we just do this. This guy drops. We place the taunt on this side so it doesn't die to hard clear here. We drop the pew pew. Trigger the codex. Hopefully it blinds over here. Which it does. Which would give us the free trade. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, Rover's your dog, Felix is your cat, Scab is your rat. And there's the W dude. Man, not gonna lie, mind. I do think Uriel Ventress might actually be S tier for draft mode. I think he's just really, really quite excellent. Nah. It's dig, man. Nice. Impulsor. Good stuff.
Swords of Kelp with me.
Okay, Swarm Lord. We just can't let anything stick on the board ever, because Hive Commander is just such a powerful effect for the Nids. Really, 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 really strong. Intercessor or Firstborn? I guess the Firstborn's really bad. Free ranged hits, and we'll almost definitely be saving Hive Factory for dropping the Impulsor. Ah, that damn thing. When another troop dies, heal for 2. I just don't think I play anything here. It's a direct result of this coming down. You know what I'm saying? I think I just trade in. Just ping. Yeah, I don't want to play the Firstborn, get it killed, and this thing heals, and it just becomes a really, really sticky problem for us. We just don't want to deal with that. Oi, oi, oi. That's a bit scary. I hate seeing Chain Stealers come down, dude. Can't stand them. Get off me jeans! Okay. Tower of Cronus is actually not a bad drop here. But there's no way it's better than the Impulsor, right? Okay, yeah.
We need to move now.
So he actually has pretty good answers into this. Like just doing like the quick head math of how the next turns could go if he just kept on swarming more and more Gene Stealers on the field. He gets some pretty good trades into 2 turns of Impulses, or even the Apothecary. But we should be able to turn it around against the Gene Stealer. If he goes all in on the Gene Stealer, we have a really, really good answer on turn 6 with a whole lot of flying attack damage, because obviously the Gene Stealer has none. And he is going to opt into that. Okay. So he makes this trade here now. Then he kills this guy. Okay. Yeah, this is alright, man. This is actually okay for us. Only question is, do we play Pelixis here? Or the second Impulsor? Yeah, I think we actually play Apothecary.
Emperor's work must be safeguarded.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's actually correct. I think that's just objectively the correct play. Because if he drops the second Gene Stealer on this now and makes this trade, yes, it lives, but then it opens him up to this trade here. And then as long as he doesn't play a 6-drop that has more than 6 health, that the Sergeant can't take care of with a flank attack, we should be good. Let's see, man. Another Gene Stealer does come down. That's fine. It's actually kind of all part of the plan. What else has he got? Alright. He's just really going all in on the Gene Stealer then. We could even opt for a Hero Power Cronus turn next turn. Not that bad either. No, I actually think that just the Sergeant is better after all. Consider that one for a while, but I do think this is just slightly better just because of how weak this Warlord's range attack is. The Swarm Lord. Like, this just really demands of him a anti-air troop. That as opposed to the Cronus play, which would have died very, very quickly. Oh, wow. Was that Leviathan? Your troops cost 1 less for the rest of this battle. That is terrifying. We can't win the long game here anymore. We have to just go. Like, as quickly as possible now, dude. We can't wait around. I think I'm just going to slam Impulsor and Firstborn here. And just go in. Yeah.
There's no hiding from Ultramar's wrath.
Flood the board. Take it to the face. Go ham. Alright, dude. What's in his hand, man? When Leviathan's in play, massive, massive turns can happen. That said, you know, if he doesn't actually kill us this turn, we do have a Codex Discipline next round. Or even Avenging Zeal. Seal. Sorry, I just imagined an actual seal with a little Ultramarines helmet on, little shoulder pads and shit. Okay, what was that? Is that an admission of defeat? Oh my god, okay. So he heals a little. He actually doesn't kill a whole lot with that. Is that a taunt? It is not. And as such, let's do this. Let's go, team! Alright. Good times, man. Them bloody niddies, dude. Can't get rid of them. And alright, I'm going to leave this draft here for now. I'll be finishing this one off tomorrow, man. So I'll see you guys then. But for now, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All of that good stuff. And I'll catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.